Hello everyone and welcome to PokerDeals TV. Today we have Spin Me Up. I will be going and playing spins. I will try to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing, go through some hand analysis, anything I think that can help you in these games. We had a very awesome week so far. Our Instagram is finally back after a month of being offline due to Facebook's automatic blocking systems, which is there to help the community by stopping all bot accounts, which obviously we are not, but still it takes some time to get this back. So we are now back. So head over there if you want to see some really awesome poker content. We're really looking forward to creating and give you a lot more on that platform. So if that's the place you like to be, head over to Instagram, PokerDeals Official. We're on there. Alright, let's see what we get today. Was playing a little bit this morning. Games were somewhat reggy, some interesting spots versus some regs. Still not managing to come out of this €400 down part, but we're not losing really anymore. So got our monthly reward on PokerStars. Bit of a drop this time, only the 10% on top of the status. So not quite so high this month, unfortunately, but we were running good. We were part of the guinea pig test group, and we're getting 40% for a very long time. Let's see what we get. Start the music. Alright, nice. Don't recognize any of these names. Yeah, good two tables here. Don't recognize anyone. Absolutely roasting in this room. The AC in the building has turned to heating in the winter, but in Malta it's still very hot. So if you see sweat across the forehead, you know that that's why. But let's see, I'll try and give you guys some good action here. Don't really want to be bloating a pot with 8-5 here. Equities changed quite a lot on turns. This board is going to hit his limp call range. I think that's good enough. Quick check, really doesn't look like it has anything. The question is, do I want to kind of bet protect, bet value against some like ace high, king highs that want to limp call? There's not going to be too many of these. I think I'm just going to go for the check route. That is not the best card, although I do expect him to be leading turns with like 10-7, Jack 10, maybe some Queen 10. He just pots now. I mean, I think given that we've played it this way, we kind of just have to call, but I don't really like it. Yeah, I mean, limp calling with 10-3 is obviously not so good. And if you have checked out our highlights from last week, you will see one of the pro tips. Someone limping on the button, you can probably assume that they're a recreational player, a very polite way of saying that they're pretty much a fish, and you can see that this guy quite clearly is one of those. Which is good to have in the games. He's probably just having fun, but someone that we obviously want to get in lots of pots with. We're really only getting 10x to fold. The jack is still going to call. A jack would probably raise the turn as well, but he is going to have some king highs here that do get there. I don't think he's just going to have some bare queen highs, so I don't think we're getting too much to fold here. I mean, we made our one stab with 6-2, and that is like one of the only queen highs he is going to have in this spot. Obviously going to raise again against the donk. I mean, if he's calling us 10-3, he's pretty much got no folding range. Going to make it super small. I just want him to continue, basically. This is good enough for a shove now. He's going to pick up some pairs and straight draws. This one, I think we just play a point position, no need to really shove. Calling one street, not the best board. Would prefer to obviously have a diamond. And that turn is definitely bad. I expect him to really bet all his value here, so he's either got showdown or given up. We obviously beat all of the give-ups mostly. I don't think we need to bluff. It's actually a pretty good card for us. Less jacks in his range, but he does bet quite quickly. I mean, does he bluff this quickly? It's basically like a checked king possibly or something. I mean, I don't think he bluffs that small probably. He's expecting a lot of calls. I mean, maybe we should be calling there. It's a close one. Just trying to think if we get there with any, to the river with any better call hands. Usual strategy, just trying to play as many pots blind be blind as possible. Against these opponents, so I don't really want to shove. I'm just going to go standard bet strategy, blind be blind. Yeah, Nicole, so is the volume really high on the music? I mean, it's pretty much as low as it can be on YouTube. So maybe I need to do it through the Streamlabs or something. Alright, this is obviously a very good board. This should hit a lot of hands. So I'm just going to bet fairly big there. What about now? Is this any better? I mean, I've lowered it right down on the Streamlabs. Oh wow, he just flops it. That's no good. Okay, cool. Let's leave it like this then. Sorry if you couldn't hear me before, guys. We had some audio issues there. Alright, sent it to you now, Nicole. Let me know if it's all good. Just going to be betting hard versus the fish. I think I would even try and squeeze a bit more here. Just going to bet this one. I think a lot of his kings potentially bet the flop. I mean, if we're checking, we're basically hoping he starts bluffing us. You all sorted, Nicole? Is it all good? Okay, no worries. Ace Jack. This is a bit loose, but I think in these games people are going to shove worse, and I don't recognise the name. So unfortunately, he has Ace Queen. That kind of blows. I gave you the latest one, Nicole. You might have to do something again. I gave you the latest one that I have. 5-2 off. Let's see here. Well, 1.5 BB is the shove. We have 2, so... I haven't received anything else. The only thing I received was 3 minutes ago. This is the kind of guy that, like, I think if you just double X pot, he's just never going to fold anyway, so I don't think we're actually going to get some folds. That's a nice turn. Going to claw this up from, what was it, 1.5 BB, half a BB or whatever we were at. 3 BB. Wow, this is right on the money. Alright, we're live. Not a bad turn. That's no good. I haven't got anything else since, Nicole. You'll have to, I don't know, do something else or let me know what to do. He's donked a couple of times. We're obviously calling him the 8-9. Pick up straight draw now. I don't think we're going to get value from betting. Just going to check. He instant checked. Just wondering whether we can make a ridiculous value bet versus worse 8s and 7s. I think against this guy we probably can. There we go. That. Welcome to Value Town. 8-6 off he had. Oh, sorry, 8-6 suited. Although if you saw last week's highlights, we actually value towned ourselves in the same spot. But I think this guy is a better guy to do it against. He is clearly very bad. No big bets, please. Thank you. Well, this we're obviously calling. Alright, thanks Nicole. So it looks like bet size equals hand strength for this guy. I think if he bets, I'm just going to raise the 4-2 here. I don't really like his sizing, but I think we're just going to get a lot of folds to hands that just all missed it. Alright, snap calls. That is the worst hand. He is going to have some ace-x. Just wondering whether we should raise now. I mean, we're only afraid of kings, ace, king, basically, or some sort of ace-6, so I think we are just going to raise. He's not going to have too many 2-pair. And he just snap calls with 9. Let's go. Alright, nice, and we've doubled up there. Alright, raising our trash against unknowns. Can't call with a jack-8 here. 10-8, obviously calling. This blows. Like yeah, I guess that's a bit difficult. But I mean, yeah, that's not so fun. I'm not going to bother. Most players are not really capable of bet bluffing like that. Regs are much more capable of that, but alright, pretty aggro this guy so far. Right, queen 7 suited. Alright, nice. Overs and a club. I don't think I'm going to fold here. We hit the club. Well, not folding. And obviously calling this. Let's go! Oh, the question is, can he be bluffing here? He could just have an 8. I mean, yeah, really awful player. Quickly registering. Hopefully we'll get him in the next game. Might even register another one. See if we can get him. Did we get him? No. Okay, let's hope for another one. Yes, and we got him in the next game. That is exactly why you register when you have bad players, because these are the guys that you want. Make such a difference in the EV. So yeah, if you aren't doing that, guys, I think we covered it before, but makes a big difference, especially when your pool has a lot of regs. You really need to take advantage of that. Well, we have to call here, not really much else to do. That's actually good, less aces in his range now. Do I want to be shoving against K? We're going to have to call, obviously. We're just way too up in this King 9. Value betting ace 3. This really blows. Like when you think about it, what bluffs is he really gonna have in this spot? I just don't think people are bluffing enough, and we are gonna have some aces here. Like he has to just be on random bluff. What, Jack 10, Queen 10, Queen Jack, the 3-barrel. I just don't think enough people are doing it. I don't think we need to call. I don't recognize the name, so it's not like reg against reg here. I think we'll just shove this one in. It's not the best board. I still think I'm going to take a stab. Alright, we'll be going for it now. I think you can just see a flop with this one. Alright, second pair. No reason to be betting. Turn hits him fairly well. Obviously have to call, and we really like that river. Question is, should we just shove ourselves? Usually, if in doubt, I tend to just bet these. I mean, I don't know this player. I think he's still going to call like 2 pairs. Just going to get this one in. 3x. I just don't think he's folding anything here. We're just going to be dead like a lot of the time, I think. I mean, our best hope is like he just does this with ace 3 and folds, but I don't know, I don't really know much about him. Finished in second, what happened here? Did I just sit out and not realize what was going on? And I think it was against the whale, right? Well, that was no good. What happened there? That was super weird. Registered to get the fish in and then didn't even play him. Technically, I should be registering again. I'm not sure. Oh wow, we got pretty screwed there. This is pretty suspect. This is nice. Definitely raising. Try and get as much value now as we can. It's not the best turn when we obviously have it. Just going to make a super small bet. And obviously calling. That really sucks for us. Like we just flop it and draw. I think this we just get in now. It's just like a good board for us. Yeah, that's why I was worried about his. That's why I was worried about his min raise. Hold on, we got some other games going on here. I can just raise this. I think we'll take a card off here. There's a lot of really bad turns, and yeah, now we can just get it in. Wow. Super whale. I doubt he's doing this just with a king. He could have a flush draw. Does he have a better 8? I think we want a bit of a better kicker on our 8 there. I think it was just a bit too wide. Obviously calling this. Not an amazing river. Is he just going to shove 7, 8, 9, 10? Both flush draws miss. I think we can wait for a better hand. don't need to be doubling this guy up. Pretty hectic here. This heat is not so fun. I think I'm going to get a fan next time. Fours obviously going, ace four suited. Alright, let's go. Well, the set's not so good. Good turn. Alright, well, we took the 1, 2, 5. That is the one you want to take. Let's see what else we get. Alright, think we will raise this one. The big blind is almost all in. This is really good. Lots of names I'm not seeing. Really bad players. Seems like this might be a good time to play out. Hope you guys are enjoying. Any questions, let me know. Good to see you guys. See, we have some regulars. Aten, Casino, thanks. Oh, I think we're just gonna play me raise pots against this guy. I'm going to start betting now. This definitely hits me more. I'm not winning with queen high. We have some good runouts. I don't think he's limping anywhere near enough value there. Moonshiner. All in, let's go. Alright, double up back in the game against him, see what we can do. I could start blasting off there on the jack. I think maybe we could, just to put pressure on the 6 and the 4. I think exploitatively you can do that. Do I really want to call this with ace high? Double call. I think for this size we are going to have to continue, although we're not so happy about it. Alright, good checks all around. Well, we're not betting for value, that's for sure. Let's see what Idolido does. Wow, ace jack in a small blind, no re-raise. Interesting. Let's see what the button had. 10-7 suited, pretty reasonable. Button open. We have podcast coming up soon, guys. Was interviewing Lara Eisenberg, winner of the ladies event this year in the World Series. A really fun one, actually. Competitive skydiver, ex-competitive skydiver. And that was a pretty fun conversation. So we'll be releasing that soon. Something to look out for. That's not what you want to see. So he's limping ace queen on the button. Get pretty lucky there. We will take it. Just going to take some initiative against this guy and unknown. Don't really know who it is. Pretty dry board. He does continue. I think with the gut shot now we are going to continue. We're going to get some rivers that we can blast. This is not so fun. With the over, we're going to have to call. Check. I mean, maybe they check raise flush draws. We have a king, but we beat a lot of these flush draws, so I don't think we can bluff now. So yeah, he's not folding a queen there. Unfortunately, a bit random, but you know, sometimes that is not going to work out. We definitely had some outs. I think if I don't have king high there, which I probably don't call the turn raise with anyway, probably just call the bare flush draws, but then I probably bluff rivers. So he's not folding queen X off, so I don't think we're going to do it 5-4. Yeah, some really wild players on at this time, which is good for us. As I said, I've been seeing a lot of regs. This sizing, we're going to have to call. He's made it small. I'm just wondering whether we should raise and turn it to a bluff. Probably would be a good play to turn into a bluff there, to be honest. We have the best hand anyway. Maybe without ace high, we probably should. See what he had. 4-3, so he was betting his open ender. 4-3 suited. Yeah, you've been limping everything, so that's definitely going in. Limping buttons. We'll be betting for value on the river with a 7-8. Obviously calling. Catch the bluff. Not well, second that flush draw. We can be winning with king high as well. Don't really need to be putting too many chips in the pot. He checks. Makes me think he has some sort of 8x or 9x now. We should be winning a decent chunk with king high. We don't need to bluff it. Yeah, so he has an 8x. Just one of those. C-bet here. Probably could just check back the kings. Yeah, I got myself in a bit of trouble here with the 5-8. Rivers are going to be really horrible. We don't really want to have the 8 in this spot. I think this is what I'm just going to let go. Oh, we actually lost with the kings. I didn't even see what happened. No joy against that guy then. Against regs, I'm just shoving all these ace-x offs. Against people I don't really know, I don't think we really need to. We can play a lot lower variance. to try this one. I don't think he's been folding any buttons. That Queen Jack board is not the best, going to be going for a delay. Now that he checks, definitely going for it. The thing is, we just look so much like Miss Diamonds. I'm not sure whether he can even fold a Jack X here. It's going to have to be a pretty big bet. I don't think he even folds a 7, like an unknown, probably not. And unfortunately, he check calls with 10 high, 10 of diamonds, which I think is a small part. Bets 1BB. I think we might min raise against an 8 here. An 8 and a 3 that might get sticky and just have to call. A 6 probably bets earlier. This guy is crushing us. Come on, 275s, we can get both these in. Alright, nice with the 10s. I think I'm just going to take a bet line with the 2-7. Well, definitely now. Most likely got a 5x. I'm not sure he's going to call the big bet, so yeah, it was a bad river for us. He's not calling that very often. Better than a 5, obviously. I think we will raise this one. Oh, how can I not raising get 3 bet? I just don't think players are doing this often enough as bluffs against regs. I just probably call here, but I just don't think we need to call. I just don't think there's enough bluffs in random players' ranges. Obviously calling here is lots of draws, and that's a good river for us. So I think we're going to punish him back. Look like revenge. Let's go, Columbo. He bet. No, he checks. Well, we're drawing with all 10x, so we can make it look like a misdraw, I guess. Okay, that's not the best board. We have to call, and obviously an amazing turn. He's going to be shoving any queens. He checks now, super weird. Maybe he was value betting a 9. King Jack, maybe King. No, he's not going to put these. I think we're not getting value versus a 9. So try checking the river. We are losing to some straights. I think we could just bet though, in case he's got some random queen that has to call. He had ace 9, so I just don't think we're getting called in that spot anyway. We kind of, yeah. Oh wow, get there with the ace 4. Good river for us. I'm going to raise the king queen suited for value. Alright, nice, got one of the 75s in, try and get another one. And again, a couple of players I don't recognize. Absolutely perfect. Hello, Sasha. Is that you from Poker Deals, or no, or just coincidence with the name? Okay, gonna be betting this one quite hard with a 5-3. That's like the worst card. check now. He's still gonna have some draws. Oh, it's so small. We chop with every 5. Does he bluff this size? I mean, we just don't know enough. So Queen 2. That is pretty horrendous. Definitely don't recommend the calling with the Queen 2 there. Nope, guess not. Sasha has left the building. This jack definitely does hit him. I'm just wondering if we can fold out any ace-x. I don't think we can to a double barrel, so just check. 10's not a good card either. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think he's folding the turn to an ace-x there. We tried. It was maybe a bit loose against this guy. We can just probably play A, B, C and be fine. I was trying to think about raise, but I just don't know if this guy can even fold. It's a problem when you're playing fish sometimes. Some of these moves just not gonna work. King 9 is in. He hasn't been icing this too hard. I'm just going to play all hands against him. Again, probably go for a delay here. Getting this one in. Wow. Good, very good flop for us. Nice double up. 10-7 off. That's obviously not very good. I think he bets 5s and 10s, so I'm just going to check. Just have to hope he calls like king high, queen high, he thinks he's chopping. He doesn't have any aces, this guy, really, unless he's super trapping, so I'm just going to have to barrel him off because we're losing to the 9s. It's going to find it difficult with a 9 for a 3 barrel. I think he's going to call ace high, so do you see bet a jack on the flop? I mean, he instantly does it. Does he ever bluff? I mean, there's just so many chips in the middle, like so many chips in the middle. Just, I mean, can we fold there? Feels like we should or can. Like, or is he raise, c-bet that flop and then check when he has that? I mean, no joy against the fish player. See if we can get him in the next game. No. How short are we in the other one? Let's take another one, see if we can get him. No, we didn't get him in the other one either, so it didn't work this time, unfortunately. Maybe he stopped playing or something. You guys can't see that. I would overlap them, but last time I managed to somehow sit out, so I don't really want that again. Good board. I think I want to check raise with the jack 8. Good card for him to bet now on the river. I'm just going to have to check call. Not really much to be done. Pretty standard. Don't know much about this player. Did raise me with a 6-3 suited pre though. There's going to be a decent amount of hands in the small blind that have better jacks. 4 and 2, I'm not really concerned with either of them. Just going to take one off. Well, we have a straight, we call. Obviously calling now, he has hearts as well. I just have to call this off. Beating all the hearts, losing to obviously some better jacks. And he just slow played aces. He could shove here, but I think we just play post flop pretty well. He should be shoving a lot of his ace-x pre. We're going to be head so often. So I'm sure this is going to have to be. That's pretty close. It's a really bad river. We're probably ahead here. Wow, he just jams. What is this? Well, I guess we're not winning. I mean, we have 5s there that can call. Oh my god. Is he capable of doing this with a 3 or random air? We just don't know, do we? I think it's too much of our chips to be calling. Bet the queen 9 for value. Oh, sorry, I didn't see we had 5 BB, so we do have to call. Alright, let's flip. Oh, it hits the set. No good. No good. Actually, we're so short, we might get another one up. Short stacks on both. Alright, hit the 10, let's go. And the 7. That'll do nicely. Easy shove there. See how we're doing this session. Even Stevens. Oh, yeah. Getting there on the river. Check back. Is he calling? River all draws miss. I don't think we can value bet. He's probably not betting worse nines. I think it's too thin, so... Wow, just a random donk with the queen two off. Interesting. Wondering if I could size down with the ace-9, we're so strong. Maybe fold some eights there. King-jack just getting in. Trapping with the nines. That's not the board we want to see. I mean, he's not going to have too many of these cards, but it's really not the board. Good river though. This stack depths don't really want to be raised after 5-4. Just have to hope we get called by a 10 or a 7. 7-6, pretty loose. I guess we don't look like much. Sasha getting there on the river. Wow, block. Chopping again. Staying alive, this Sasha. Pretty solid top pair, could be trapping, but we have to go for value here. Obviously shoving here, seems to have quite a healthy min-raise strategy, this guy. We had him on another table. Hasn't checked. I think some queen highs, king highs can turn into a bluff, but he's not going to have too many 8x in his range when he check calls there. This hits his range pretty hard. Pretty safe turn, we're just going to be getting it in. If he has better, he has better. Wow, lucky river for us. 2.3x, don't think we're going to fold. Could consider a limp re-raise, but I just don't know anything about this guy. Maybe he's watching the streams and doing the same thing we're doing. We have a lot of jacks and nines in our limp call range. We do get there with a diamond. We can't value bet it. And it's good that the queen is a diamond out there. He just bets straight away. It's like too quick for a bluff. Too quick. What does he have? I'm just gonna have to go with the fold. I'm gonna start betting here. It's probably gonna check too many kings. It was good that the queen of diamonds comes out. A lot less strong queens. I think we have to call this one now. Blind me blind. Nope, just has the ace queen. That's no fun. Guess it would have gone in anyway if I'd limp re-raise or just raise. Interesting decisions. Ace 9. I'm going to take a bet for value here. This is this guy we had in another game. I think we'd have to mix up raise size against this guy. That's a bad turn. He's going to have some decent... I think it's a bit speculative to bet. Ace 8's a pretty loose call. This guy is not going to have many fours. It is going to be a bit wild against him. Yeah, okay, so he somehow just has it. I was thinking he might be a bit stickier since he saw us do it before. Could just check back pre-flop. But I mean, he's just not going to hit this board too often. Maybe it was a bit much to get to the river and do it. Pretty clear. Nice spot here with the ace 8. Super nice squeeze. Oh wow, until he's trapping. And he's trapping. We're seeing a lot of traps in these small blinds. Not sure why. Well, I guess we're short, but I'm not sure I like it. Mops this. I think we'll be bet here. Recognize this name. I'm just gonna call with a queen. 5 suited, obviously calling here. So he seems pretty good. I think I'm even going to value bet against some worse hands that just randomly see bet. It might even call with king high. At least we set the price. Shoving the 2s. This guy's still going to have some 9x. I'm not sure he's going to bet too many jack x when check 2. I think we just have to call. Just too under repped. Yeah, he does somehow have it. 14, 17. I think this one's gonna go. Kind of sucks. Interesting flop. Everybody got a piece. We managed to avoid the flush, which is nice. Flush? No. There's a lot of draws. I'm gonna have to call at least one. It's a pretty good river. Looks like he's just abandoned his bluffs, so. Wow, he's just betting king two. Super weird. So strange. I'm gonna go for a check call turn. Obviously can't call with this hand. I have lots of other calls. It's one of the worst check calls I have on the turn. Even though this guy does seem a bit weird. But still, I'm not folding queen jack there, and I'm folding like nothing. Definitely going in 3-bet camp. Obviously calling. 4 for the nuts. And there it is. Just hope he was check raising some sort of 5x. It's weird how he can check raise there and just insta fold. Given this guy's turn donk range, I'm going to be put in a lot of annoying spots, so I think I'm just going to see bet this 7-9. And against him for sure, I think he check raises a bunch of 10s, so I'm just going to value bet against the 2 and the 4. Like, I just don't want to put myself in a spot where I'm hitting turns and having to call like 9 high draws. I mean, I could raise them, I guess, if I hit. Yeah. Guess that's an option too. But like, I don't mind bet folding 9-7 on 10-4 too. No joy against the 9-8. Six, 6, 5, but we block some of those. raised pre. We have to just go with this one. We are behind. Maybe he catches a 9 on the turn. That's going to call rivers, but we did raise pre, so I think we just have to put the pressure on in this one. Block some of the bottom end straights. He just called. That sucks. Yeah, I mean he calls us with 8-6. Probably shouldn't bluff this type of player. He just can't fold. I think we'll make the next 2 last games. Yeah, I think some of the spots have been a little bit aggro, and it seems like today we've actually just been getting caught. Maybe we're just not choosing the right opponents, or maybe they're just running into it. Maybe we're just being extremely wild in our bluffs. This is D. No, don't recognize him. Pretty good board. Down the bottom, have 9s on 4-2-3. Small blind has somehow called. We've got to shove from the big blind, obviously not folding. He's got the world. And he misses the world. 10-6, he's a call. Oh, nice. I'd rather have king 2 to barrel here, but I think he's going to have 2. Maybe he can have 7-8, I guess. I think we will check that one. Maybe the way the session has gone with our bluffs is putting me off there, but that turn does hit some of those straights. I think we'll go for the check raise with 6-4. Doesn't bite. He's just not really going to have anything in this spot, so what do we have here? I have to call. Alright, nice. I'm gonna get there. Alright, pick that one in. Oh, nice, we spiked the river here. Maybe we'll get a couple more in, since these were super fast. Right, we'll get 2 more and we'll call it. And we'll call it time. 15. Alright, got a 1-2-5 at the bottom. It's a pretty bad turn for Othos. I would call it if I had a straight draw, but I think bottom pair we can just let go. Good, we like the check. Checking behind. Can I value bet? No. We limp call the 8-5 suited, blind be blinds. Normally I would say that's a tiny bit loose, but we can just let this go now. See where we're at, what we need in the last 3 games. So we're pretty much break even, ever so slightly up I think. Do we want to? I think we'll just be betting this one. Good turn. 7. $15. I think we'll just bet hard here. Could check raise. It's killer turn. Giving up. Obviously have to call now. Guess we're folding rivers. Oh, we do have the queens though, which we're obviously getting in. This usually see the nuts, like the 3BB is usually nonsense, but the min raise like that is usually the nuts. At least that's what I found. 10-7 suited. We'll get some better hands to fold. Oh, against 6-7 suited. Brilliant. Alright, heads up in that one. I'm going to bet here against the 5x and 4x. This blows, but not folding. And it blows even more than he gets there. Alright, this is nice, obviously calling. I get maybe he's just trapping, like we've seen a lot of traps in a small blind. It's a bit weird how he just calls to the stack depth. Maybe he has some, you know, suited Broadway wraparounds that want to just check raise. We're just calling him down, not really much we can do. That's a good card. He checks. Looks like he's just given up. Oh no, loses the king jack to the queen 9. Oh, did he call here? So he had 7-8 off. How do we label him? That was quite interesting. Jack 9. We are going to be ahead here. I'm not sure if we should be calling without spade, but get there on the river. It's going to be one he's going to be tempted to bluff as well. It kind of sucks that it is the spade. He is going to have some spades. he just pots it. Better check. So it's basically spade or nothing. Just queen 10. Whatever. Pretty standard, I think. Could conceivably check with the 10s there, but there's a lot of draws. I'm going to check now. Obviously raising, hope he has the flush. 8-9 also gets there. 7-2. So be funny if he folded his last 50 cents there. Had that in the heads up against Matt last week. He shoved in, like instant shoved, and he had like 0.3 BB left. I was thinking it'd be really funny if he manages to fold here, because it's obvious that I'm just ahead. If you haven't seen that final heads up match, have it on YouTube. Search Poker Deals. Me and Matt, final games, managed to take the series. That's it, done and dusted. Replaced with the podcast coming up. We should be doing a podcast weekly. So yeah, look out for that one. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Hope you got some value. Hope you managed to get some tips and tricks, anything from the stream, or just enjoyed watching the action. Spins are always super fun, always lots of decisions, and really good for poker thinking. Hope you guys are having an awesome week. Yeah, that's it for this week. Instagram is back. If you like poker content and you're on Instagram, Poker Deals Official over there, and we'll have lots of awesome content for you daily as well as stories. Yeah, check out YouTube, all the previous stream highlights. We condense them 10 to 15 minutes. Add some animation as well, try and make them a bit more fun. And that's it. I hope to see you guys next week, and have a good rest of the week. Thanks everyone. Take care.